over my years as a professional photographer, I've been given some great advice. I've narrowed it down to the best advice I've been given. I want to share it with you, but I also want you to put in the comments below what the best advice you have or have been given in photography is. Now, the first bit of advice came from a fellow photographer, and he gave it to me as I was just starting still life work. And I was specializing in food at the time. So specializing, I sucked, but I was trying to specialize in food. And I showed him this brilliant picture I'd taken. Beautiful shot, amazing lighting, detailed photograph. And he turned around to me and he went, "But Scott, does the food look good?" I looked at it and I thought, no, it looks awful. It's like, what you've done there is created a technical masterpiece of some really ugly food. Make the food look good. The only thing that matters in a photograph is the subject. Don't worry about the technicalities. Don't worry about blown out highlights, diffraction, chromatic aberrations. Forget about that. Does the food look good? And I take that now into every photograph I take. I don't worry about any of the technical issues. All I worry about is, does the item look good? The next bit of advice came from an old chap that I was talking to who's been an artist his entire life. And he told me, you've got to love the process. If you don't love the process, leave. You have to love the process. Don't look for the goals. Don't look for the achievements. Look for the process. And I apply this to everything in life. For example, I'm currently exercising, so I got out of shape back in lockdown. And I've been exercising and dieting for a long time. And the way that I do it is this. I don't weigh myself. I don't measure myself. I just make sure I do the process, that I enjoy it. I go to the gym every day. I eat healthy food every day. I enjoy my gym sessions. If I'm doing an exercise and I think, I'm not feeling this is horrific, I stop and I do something else. I enjoy my process. And because of that, I've stuck at it since 2019. Next piece of advice came from my girlfriend. Don't fall off your ladder, craning your neck to look at other people climbing theirs. And this is great advice, especially at certain points in your career where you start to go, oh gosh, look, they've got this now. They've just gone and bought that. They're doing this shoot with this client. Well, why am I not doing that? Don't waste time worrying about what other people are doing. You don't know what's going on in their life. They might be living the world's greatest form of nepotism, which good for them. They might be going through the most hellish thing in the world and they're just trying to put a brave face on. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing except for yourself. Don't follow the crowd. I can't remember who told me this, but I know it stuck with me, and it was when I was cycling and I was thinking about doing a certain type of training because everyone else started doing it. And this guy, his name will come to me, but it's irrelevant, you don't know. This guy said to me, don't follow the crowd. What you're doing is working, keep doing it. And I think that's really important. If you're doing something, you're shooting a certain style and you're liking it and it's working for you and everyone else starts doing something else, don't follow the crowd. Stick to your guns, do what you do, be you. It's much easier to be yourself than to be a better version of somebody else. Now, the last bit of advice is one of the truest bits of advice. You will be successful just after you quit. Now, this is not saying go and quit so you can be successful. It's saying at that point you think, I'm going to jack it all in and go and do something else, you're about to be successful. Every time I've thought, this is it, I can't do it anymore. I've had enough. I can't take the stress, the money, the shoots, it's all too much. Or like, I need 2 more jobs this year. There's nothing coming in. I'm going to have to go and get a real job. I've messed up. I've completely ruined my career. Following week, massive campaigns come in. Following week, get signed by an agent. Every single time I've thought of quitting, I've just pushed on a little bit more and I've always succeeded just after it. And I think that is one of the best bits of advice for everything in life. Don't quit, stick at it, you will get there. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.